Trump said what now?
These lights are so bright in my eyes that I can't see too many people out there. But I can only see the black ones. I can't see any white ones, you see? That's how far I've come. That's how far I've come.
When you were asked about your age, you would respond with the words, "Watch me." Many American people have been watching, and they have expressed concerns about your age.
That is your judgment. That is your judgment. That is not the judgment of the press.
They express concerns about your mental acuity. They say that you are too old. Mr. President, in December, you told me that you believe there are many other Democrats who could defeat Donald Trump. So why does it have to be you now? What is your answer to that question?
Because I'm the most qualified person in this country to be President of the United States and finish the job I started.
The 3/4 of voters who are worried about his physical and mental health, that he is okay, even though in Las Vegas he told a story about recently talking to a French president who died in 1996.
I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole with you,
Why?
sir.
What is
We're
the
going to
rabbit
go.
hole?
Go ahead.
He said
go
he
ahead.
talked to Mitterrand.
Go ahead. You saw the president in Vegas, in California. You've seen the president in South Carolina. You saw him in Michigan. I'll just leave it there. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thanks, Breen. On the border deal, McConnell just said we have no chance to make a lot here. So the president earlier.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and highest honors to Yahweh, which is the name of the Heavenly Father, the Paleo-Ancient Hebrew, and to Yahweh Shai, the one you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Double honors to the apostle, elders of Great Millstone and Rule Well. Salutations to you brothers located around the globe that preach, teach, and prophesy this word, this truth, and sincerity. All right, it's the brother Ariaga, the Grand Rapids, Michigan camp here with another nifty lesson. Okay, and once again, let's get into it. So, what I want to go through in this lesson is just the joke that they call voting. I've never voted a day in my life, and I've served in the military, in the United States Army, right? I would never vote. I learned a long time ago as a child during the, George Bush, Al Gore presidency, race, presidential race. And I remember what happened, I remember how they said Al Gore won and they came back and said, oh, no, wait, we made a mistake. They went to a commercial break. They celebrated. And they come back. Right. Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, actually, we recounted again and George Bush won. Some shit they ain't never did again. Because when I saw that as a child, or as a young whippersnapper, I'm looking at that and I'm like, damn, politics ain't shit. Just like I knew that from a young age. I was like, I'll never vote because it's pointless. Whoever the elite want to go in there, that's who they'll put in there. It's not about the best man for the job. It's about the puppet or the pawn, that they want to place into that seat, that false seat of authority. Because the president is just a joke anyway of America, regardless of whoever it is. The elites will run this thing. One of the reasons they're into it with Vladimir Putin and what have you. But nonetheless, if you stop and you look at how senile both of them are, at the end of the day, you're just basically choosing the lesser of two evils, which is no lesser with either one of them. They're both incompetent, old as hell, senile in their own right. And this is why, us as Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, the natives, aren't even supposed to be getting caught up in this devil's political game. Because all this shit is just a game, a joke, as they would call it, a shit show. The reason it's this is because this is all for the viewing pleasure of the people. Scripture say a house divided cannot stand. The house, the ruling judicial system, they're against each other. Republicans versus Democrats. They out here dying in the streets over that red and blue like it's some gang shit. Like we back in the 90s. Bloods and Crips is going at it hard. G's and Vice Lords or some shit. You know? That's what this shit is like. It's like unto some you choosing which set you gonna ride for. Because what do they say? Whenever they vote a president in, all them people that voted for Biden, and as soon as he started doing all that dumb shit, what did they do? Well, you voted for him. They'll remind you of that shit real quick. And it's true. You chose a side. Okay? You chose a side. And now you got to ride with that choice. They make you guilty. So when all of this dumb shit is taking place from that president, the constant remark is, well, you voted for him. And all you can do is look stupid. Because you chose a side. I'd rather choose no side, man. I choose the side of the Most High, the side of the truth, side of the Lord and Son. All right? We choose the side of this word, the scriptures, man. Outside of that, everything else, all of that extra shit is entertainment. This political system is just entertainment. And it keeps you distracted from what's really taking place in the world. Taking your eyes off, the atrocities happening in the Middle East and in the northern region up in Russia and Ukraine and just different isolated incidents that's been happening in the U.S. that's been showing you how much these elites are preparing to crash this system, man. And then they get up here on the podium and they make these false ass claims and all this dumb. And they always be lies every time. People still vote like they made a difference. This motherfucker told you he was gonna turn the sun green. You know what I'm saying? He was gonna, give everybody a solid gold car. Just all kind of extraordinary claims, and they never live up to that shit. I will say this. Out of the past presidents, past 3 or 4 presidents, I don't give a shit about either side, but Trump. Trump came closer than most of them. It's just all of the wicked shit he did with that as well. It's always some wicked shit that goes with the seemingly righteous things that they do. To uphold these so-called campaign promises, these larger-than-life campaign promises, but it doesn't change the fact that he's a maniac, that he's a senile maniac. But hell, which one of those politicians aren't? Because the only ones that make some kind of significant sense, they never get into the House. It's always something. It's a big-ass popularity vote. And even when the most popular one gets the most votes, they still gonna change it to fit the narrative that they chose in the first place. And the day I speak of is the elites, man. It's starting with the Rothschilds, Vanderbilts, these elite families that sit at the top that run this world. The so-called shadow government. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and play a little piece of this, because he was just, here in Michigan, Kamala Harris, Lord have mercy. She's just a joke altogether. But all of them are. They had different kinds of jokes and shit. It's like looking at the formation of different types of clowns. You got the circus clown, rodeo clown. You got a goddamn mime clown, the hobo clown and shit. Yeah, that's basically what it is, a damn clown show, man. Check this out, man.
We need you to get out and vote to set the stage for November. Go vote. November 27th. So remember this is a date that's very important. We need you to get out and vote to set the stage for November. Go vote. November 27th.
And of course, it's not on November 27th. All right. So I'm not hip to it, but that's not the dumbest or the craziest thing that he's done. All right. As it says, Trump makes series of worrying blunders at weekend rally. At one point, the presidential hopeful reminded voters of the very important date of the Michigan state primary and proceeded to get it wrong. All right. I mean, and it's showing you just how mentally illiterate they are. Their mental capacity to hold this position is not there. All right. And you're supposed to choose, well, I'll just choose this dumbass over this dumbass. Don't even get me started on that ugly ass, well, she looked like a damn greyhound in the face. Nikki Haley. That bitch looked like a prize greyhound. One of them Swiss hunting dogs or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That bitch like, she damn near looked like a young bloodhound or something, man. You know? But anyway. No, I had to play this one. Alright, because, hey, Joe Biden on the same wave. We already know he's a Dixiecrat. Alright, he's one of them good old boys from up north. Alright, they act like the ones down south. How he really feels. Alright, if you don't vote, you ain't black, and all these goofy ass sayings. Check this out.
Donald Trump said, what now? These lights are so bright in my eyes that I can't see too many people out there. But I can only see the black ones. I can't see any white ones, you see? That's how far I've come. That's how far I've come. Donald Trump said, what now? These lights are so bright in my eyes that I can't see too many people out there. But I can only see the black ones. I can't see any white ones, you see? That's how far I've come. That's how far.
Yeah, and you know, on some real stuff, even with them saying all of this type of stuff, that type of rhetoric and shit, you're still going to have 2/3 of our people out there at the voting polls with the Trump MAGA hat on. You know, I don't give a damn if you wear that or a Biden hat or whatever the hell he got. You know, some Biden Speedos or some bullshit. Vote Biden on the ass part. I don't know. All I know is this. You choosing the lesser of two evils, but they both evil. You choosing the side. You still choosing two of the same sides, because regardless of who's in there, this place is already going to complete its circling of the dream, like a piece of like a piece of that goddamn Taco Tuesday dookie, circling the drain before it just hit that goddamn go straight down the pipe. Don't matter who's in there, either one will do. You know what I'm saying? Either one will do. Look at this.
When you were asked about your age, you would respond with the words, watch me. Many American people have been watching, and they have expressed concerns about your age.
That is your judgment. That is your judgment. That is not the judgment of the press.
They express concerns about your mental acuity. They say that you are too old. Mr. President, in December, you told me that you believe there are many other Democrats who could defeat Donald Trump. So why does it have to be you now? What is your answer to that question?
I'm the most qualified person in this country to be president of the United States and finish the job I started.
Psych. That mug is one of the, he'll be like, they said if he complete this term, he'll be like 83. Like, if he got the next term and shit at the end of it, bro. I mean, from blatant pedophilia to
How is President Biden ever going to convince the
blatant pedophilia, signs of it from his actions and the things he was doing on many videos, okay? Many. They got compilations out there, old creepy Joe filling up on little kids and making women feel uncomfortable, especially little girls, young girls. Alright? That's how you get down. Well, regardless of the matter, this man is crazy as hell, and the whole country, they'll still vote for this, knowing that they feel, well, at least Trump don't get in there. I still vote for this motherfucker that ain't shit. Like, man, I won't vote at all. That sounds like madness to me. Let me vote for this person that is also not qualified because he's not this individual. Damn. And neither one of them give a shit about your nation. Neither one of them give a good goddamn about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Natives. They don't give a shit about you. And yet your ass gonna be at the polls with all kind of, you know what I'm saying, vote Biden and MAGA shirts and hats and shit, you know. It's a joke, man. It's a joke.
How is President Biden ever going to convince the 3/4 of voters who are worried about his physical and mental health that he is okay, even though in Las Vegas he told a story about recently talking to a French president who died in 1996?
I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole with you, sir.
What is
We're
the
going to
rabbit hole?
Go ahead.
He said
go
he
ahead.
talked to Mitterrand.
Go ahead. You saw the president in Vegas, in California. You've seen the president in South Carolina. You saw him in Michigan. I'll just leave it there. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thanks, Greg. On the border deal, McConnell just said we have no chance to make a lot here. So.
Correct. You did see him in Michigan. You did see him. Look, I'm gonna leave it right there so you can see the demon on this bitch. That's why they got her ass up in there. And that's when 2/3 of our people, these sellouts, she's just a demon. She got a Haitian demon on her ass and shit. Alright, voodoo and shit. And they just really got our women up in there to trick off and pop off on them. Like Kamala Harris, pop off Harris. You know, they got them up in there just to trick on them, man. Yeah, they like that dark meat. All them Edomites, when they ain't playing with them children, they do like to get in bed with our women. That's how it is. That is the fact of the matter. But regardless, let's keep going. Exodus 23:2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. Period. First of all, they running after a multitude when they just rush to these polls on poll day and they out there just, getting into brawls and battles and protests for nothing. All right, for nothing. And then you trying to speak in cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. When they start these different protests and people start fighting one against another, this side against that one, especially when they make some kind of draconian law and they fighting against it and pushing back, the way it's set up in this system is when they get these rulers in place, they utilize each separate president to do something that the other president didn't. They're all set up to sign different bills that take away your rights gradually. Okay? Like Trump signed everything over to FEMA in his presidency. And a lot of people don't know that's who is primarily running the country right now. Yeah, because it's ran as a company. Okay? So a lot of people don't know each president gets in and they sign these different bills underneath that name and sign away your rights, the rights that you allegedly have. But you really have none of them, and when they find out, it's going to be too late. Deuteronomy 17:15. Thou shalt in any wise set his king over thee, Now he's talking to you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and natives. Once again, Deuteronomy 17 and 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom Yahweh thy God shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. And oh yeah, I got plenty of white brothers, and we're in a brotherhood, and we went to college. No. In other words, we're not supposed to set anybody over us. It's really the Most High didn't want to put a king over us in the first place. Jake was asking for one, just like the other nations had, and that's what he presented us with. Fast forward, we in this captivity. We're not supposed to try to jump into their political game. That's between them. Remember, we're only 3/5 of a man according to their constitution. So your opinion don't really matter any damn ways. But what does matter is that you should have nothing to do with this, because regardless of what you say, you're going to be guilty of the side that you choose, whether they win or lose. And the guilt, because this is a spiritual thing, like the inauguration. You know, the inauguration goes back to I think it was inaugurate. It has something to do with summoning demons, or a demon ritual. Either or. Regardless of the matter, the demonic properties that this country was founded on, the blood that they use as sacrifices of our people, we shouldn't be involving ourselves with this type of foolishness, because it's a waste of your time, but it's also putting you in a bind, because you are putting yourself in this kingdom political system, and everything that's surrounded, all the witchcraft, sorcery that's surrounded by this. You making yourself a part of that ring of evil. And the Most High is going to deal with you, man. He gave us specific laws to adhere to that are not hard. Not all of them, because there's a lot that we can't keep, of course, being in this society, but there's ones that we can, like not eating abominable foods, pork and shrimp and all that shit, not voting, not getting caught up in this system, like this clown ass trick.
President in South Carolina, you saw him in Michigan.
Michigan, yeah. This demon right here, okay? 2/3 of our people are getting caught up in their system, and they wondering why the Most High is going to judge you. The Most High is going to bring a heavy judgment, because, hey, our people get in there, and I'm not saying like in the Roman Empire, you had Septimius Severus, you had these different great Roman, especially in the Byzantine Empire and the Holy Roman Empire, rulers. But the point of being, this is the end. We're right here at the end right now. The last thing you need to be getting caught up in is the politics of this fallen kingdom. All right, I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna make a change for all black folks. I'm gonna make sure we get our reparations, and man, all that shit is dead. Our reparations gonna come from the Lord, not for the enemy that enslaved us. Proverbs 29:12. If a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked. She's a servant of him, right? And he's bringing out facts, and she's trying to make it seem like he's out his damn mind. That's just ridiculous. You've seen him. All his servants are wicked. Because, hey, that's all they do is agree to follow through with the lies of the elite. So everybody that work on their team are wicked as hell too. Secretary of State and all his vice president, all of them are wicked. So it's not like, oh, well, we should have put Kamala in because she would have did it better. No, all of them are wicked, man. Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. We're supposed to fear the Most High and keep his commandments, period. That's it. That's it. Oh no, man! The laws are done away with. All right. So that just means you just got the ability to do what you want. Go ahead and do that. See how it goes for you. All right? You ain't got no, hey man, it's your duty to vote. That's what they try to fill your head up with. It's your duty to vote. If you don't, you're not a patriot. No. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God, keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. My duty isn't to go to this damn voting poll and waste my time, get caught up in this demonic energy and get judged later. Isaiah 32:5. The vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the chore said to be bountiful. And the most vile person is Esau Edom. Okay? And this wicked kingdom that he possesses. This shit is just, it's trash, man. Okay? Shall be no more called liberal, nor the trail said to be bountiful. Now, what you see right now with all of these different politicians and these individuals that make it seem like they're here for your benefit, the Most High is bringing them down right before your eyes. And a lot of the things that you're seeing take place is the exposing of all of the different secrets that they have, which is taking away a lot of the relevancy that the people thought they possessed. You know, like, oh man, this would be a great world leader or a great candidate member because of this and that. And you find out, oh, they was flying on, the Epstein flights, and you find out that they were lying over here. Right now, they just get the chance to expose each other on a political scale. And you find out all the dirty secrets, but you got to think, each side is bringing out relevant facts about the other side, outside of the propaganda where they just start lying and all of that. But they're bringing out irrelevant facts a lot of the time. And it's like, the issues with both sides, and they're both wicked as hell. And the individuals that they're pulling up dirt on, they just have all these propaganda campaigns against each other and exposing what they did here and there. Both sides would be dirty as hell. And you still running out here to vote and get caught up in that shit. That's stupid. The vile person. No. I don't know what the hell just took place. Hold on. Alright, so it says, shall no more be called, the vile person should no be called liberal, right? I keep pressing the wrong button like a jackass. You gotta excuse me. Damn it. I'm not gonna pause it again. Alright, let's do this again. Liberal, right?
Strong's H 5081. Nadiv.
Noble, generous, alright? So these nobles, your politicians are considered a nobility, right? From the Bush family and the Obamas, and that's like a noble. Your name is in the upper echelon of society. It's like you're a noble, right? Willing, all right? Let's see. Magnanimous, it says grandee, liberal things, noble, prince, willing, right? So the liberal, remember that, noble, willing, right? And then you have churl.
Strong's H 3596. Kilai. Second entry. Kalai.
Churl, the word churl is a scoundrel, a knave. The other one is noble, right? So let's read that again. Isaiah 32:5, the vile person shall be no more called liberal, noble, right? Nor the what is that? The wicked, the churl said to be bountiful. So the Most High is establishing the righteous kingdom to come. He's slowly tearing this wicked kingdom apart. And pretty soon, when one kingdom falls and another king rises up and it rules over it, the Lord's kingdom, the Lord's chosen kingdom, his elect, starting with his elect of the children of Israel, it'll be establishing righteousness. Right now, these individuals are bountiful and they're doing well. But as you can see, as this system is crumbling at an accelerated rate, you see more and more how they're getting jacked up and they're just being exposed. Look at the Biden's son was, man, I saw a messed up video. One, they show his son, Joe Biden, Hunter Biden smoking crack and shit. He was getting a foot job, bro. Man, he was getting a foot job from this chick. They was laying in their bed and shit. Right? And I'm looking because it was on leaked footage or whatever. So I'm looking, I'm like, the fuck is this? This is like probably 4 years ago. It was some years ago and people just started finding out about Hunter. I'm like, Hunter Biden, what the hell is this? So I look at this video and I'm like, what the hell are they laying in a bed? And it's this big bed. And I'm like, it was kind of grainy at first and it started clearing up. And this chick, he was on a laptop and the TV was on and she was giving him a foot job. I'm like, what the fuck? And then you can see it come into view. She's giving her foot is on his crotch or on his rod. And then I'm looking like, oh shit. And then he starts shooting off on his chest. And I was just like, what the fuck? And I turned that shit. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. Are you serious? All of this footage is, that's an embarrassment. That's a stain to your nobility, man. Your son shooting off on his own chest, getting a foot high on crack, getting a foot rub from a hooker. I don't know if it was a hooker or it was his niece. I think it was like his niece or somebody. It's a young chick. I can't remember, but I was just like, damn. The Most High is out here taking y'all apart, man. Says, for the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy. Oh, we're going to do this, and we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to change. There's a bunch of hypocrites. They do the opposite of what they say. And the utter error against Yahweh, Lord knows, by them just acknowledging the LGBTQ is an error against the Most High, if this was supposed to be in God we trust, you seeing all of that on the money when we know now it's not what the God of the Bible that they talking about, it's crazy, man. But when they took God out of public schools, look at the decline that you've seen with the behavior of the children and the teachers having sex with the children. And it's just chaos, man. It says, and to utter error against Yahweh, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. One thing that they love doing, right, is making sure that the soul of the hungry doesn't get fed. And one of the ways that the soul of the hungry gets fed is with the truth. It's not just talking about, people getting fed food. And look, one of the things they do is they make sure you don't have access to the truth, starting with you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Natives. You hungry, man, without being some of the only nations without a heritage, knowing about your heritage and who you are. Man, you hungry to know who you are. All they gave us was roots and Aztecs and Mayans. Who were we before these things, man? Great people, man. The Lord's chosen people. And that was beaten out of us, raped out of us, choked out of us, killed and murdered out of us, man. And here it is that we have it now, and our people don't want to listen. The majority don't want to hear it. It says, the instrument also of the churl are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. And they definitely hate it when you come out here, you actually talking the truth. Oh, they don't want to hear that shit. Boy, they'll call you a whistleblower real quick and assassinate your character. Real quick. Had your ass locked up like Julian Assange and shit for that WikiLeaks. And they just torching his ass, man. It said, but the liberal.
Thanks, Green. On the board.
My man was pissed. It says, but the liberal deviseth liberal things, and by liberal things shall he stand. Now remember that liberal is nobility. All right. So these niggas, hey, they gonna stand. Look, they got bunkers set aside for them. They look down on you like you just cattle. Like, man, look, they gonna stand on that. They see themselves as better than you. That's why they lie like that to you, because they don't give a shit about you. All right. Let's go down. Let's go ahead and start wrapping this up. Amos 3 and 6, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it? Hey, the Most High, this is his show, okay? This is his show right now. All right? This is his show. He set it up so all of these people that get caught up in it as a stumbling block, all of this shit is just a stumbling block. And without faith in the Heavenly Father, you will not be able to pull yourself out of that. You just stumble your ass right into that lake of fire. And I ain't talking about hell. I'm talking about the destruction that's going to come on America, in that third world's war. It's going to be like a lake of fire here, man. Okay? But nonetheless, let's go ahead and wrap this up with the last few. Make it do what it do. Alright. This is Ecclesiastes 10 and 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Obviously, this government is not well ordered, and that's not prudent men that serve in these positions. It says, as a judge of the people is himself, so is his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of a city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So look at the Trump nation. After he came in, these Edomites really started showing their racist true colors, man. They felt comfortable with it because the ruler of their nation was comfortable with telling you that. Biden would do it too, but he was slick about it, make it look like he liked black people, or then talk crazy as hell about them in the next breath, man. But they're both blatantly racist, and they've showed you that time and time again, and yet our people are still at the polls. Man, delusional. So like I said, as a judge of the people, he is himself, Ecclesiastes 10 and 2 in the Apocrypha. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man, the ruler of the city, such are all they that dwell therein. And this field, this Trump nation, you know what I'm saying? You go down the street and you start seeing that red and that white, boy, them devils are really behind this, man. A lot of them, man. They really caught up in this political game. That's why we shouldn't be getting in between it, because there ain't nothing left in between there for us but death and destruction. It says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority the city shall be inhabited. Alright, so unwise king destroyeth his people. They talking about giving the migrants $10,000 Visa cards, or debit cards, $10,000 on it, man. While the average citizen in this country is suffering from inflation, soon to be hyperinflation. All right, that's a destruction. It's intentionally being destroyed from the inside out. So, and that way, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Right, and this city is not going to be inhabited; it's going to be destroyed. But the prudent that are going to take over it, which are the elect, underneath the Most High and His Son, yeah, then it's going to be, the cities that we build up then are going to be inhabited by, the Lord's chosen people, and we're going to have a perfect heart, a perfect mind to this word and this truth. It's not going to go off anymore. Ecclesiastes 10 and 4, the power of the earth is in the hands of Yahweh, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And when back in the time of King Solomon, when the whole earth was at peace. Israel was at peace. We had other nations serving under us, because Solomon just goes back to Shalom, which means peace unto you. All right, and peace. It was a time of great peace. And so that was in the time where all the tribes were together and everything was balanced, man. That's the time that we coming back to. And the Lord's chosen people are going to be on top again, because that's the only time that the world knew peace, man, after the garden and after the situation, with Adam and Eve, and that's the time that we're going to go back to. But it's a lot of blood, death, destruction that has to happen in between there, which is going to happen soon, because it's the last days and these prophecies are coming, and they're coming down the pipe every single day. Get your household in order and prepare yourself, man. Make sure you're in good position. Pray every day. It's necessary. It's going to take a lot of faith to get to this next stretch. With that's why we don't vote and waste your time. So with that, I bid you shalom.